Hello and welcome back to Let's Play EU4 as the Commonwealth. In the last episode we just declared war on the Ottomans again, so let's continue things here. We're starting some sieges for the war goal and another of our claims over there. We have an army positioned here. We can move in and start getting Georgia's claims, which are, I think, pretty much everything around here. So we'll get them over there. We have this army in the general area we can start bringing down to. Western arms trade happened to us. Good. And we gained another cardinal, so that's nice. And with Western arms trade we can actually get new technology. So I suppose we'll get this. It'll be a while before we have to peace out this war, so we shouldn't need the Diplo points until then. We should keep an eye on what's happening over here, though. Let's see if we can catch this army, and then... Oh, we lost Western arms trade again. I guess our relations with Austria are right on the threshold. Okay, they're moving a little army around here, which we should probably pay attention to. I am going to improve relations with Austria, though, which never hurts. We fulfilled our mission. Solidify our papal relations. No, I think we'll take the mission to take Edirne, since we have a claim on it and we couldn't do that in this war. We should be able to catch this army. So let's do it. And Tabaristan is sieging Georgia over there, so we should keep an eye on that whole situation. Maybe go and kill that army if we need to. And they have a 5-stack here. Hopefully Transylvania will deal with it. Now here's an army, okay. Looks like they're attacking us into the mountains here. We have an army over nearby. We can move our good general over, so he can be ready to reinforce. We're going to get there on the 25th. We want to force march them in. Alright, we got Western arms trade back. They have the -3 penalty from the terrain and crossing. And actually they have a pretty good general, a 542 to my 533. So they have a slight advantage there. We're still just better than them though, so didn't make enough of a difference. Military access from Karakuanlu. I think not. Okay, let's see if we can take out this army that is sieging Transylvania over here. Our royal marriage with Austria has ended, so we'll lose the effect of Western arms trade again. They'll probably offer us another one, though. Ooh, we've been attacked again over here. I really don't like fighting the wars on two fronts like this, even though it is 2 fronts with the same enemy, so I guess it's technically a single front. Still, though, it's much easier to only have one area to pay attention to. Alright, we got rid of that army, so that is good, and we've sieged our war goal. Okay, our relations with Transylvania are maxed out. I believe we can't actually start annexing them until the war is over. It's going to cost us a total of 590 diplo points, which is quite a lot. But that's okay. So let's see, we can see a couple of small Ottoman armies around, but not too concerned about it. They're gathering their forces over here, though, it looks like. And we have more provinces converting to Protestant, as ever. They're just sieging here, okay. Hardy seamen. Our traditional fisheries are proving excellent grounds for the recruiting of sailors for our fleet. This has filtered through into better leadership in our navy, giving us 10 navy tradition. And we lost a battle, which I wasn't paying attention to, so that is pretty bad. They're headed up to Burgas to try and fight this army, that's fine. We don't have a leader appointed here, but we can... Ooh, they have a good leader in this stack, 644. Let's reassign this general. That might actually dissuade them from attacking there all by itself. It did. We don't want them to attack that stack either. They wouldn't be taking any terrain penalties. But if they want to attack into hills here, then we can reinforce from over here. That should be good. Okay, that should work out fine. This army is still doing nothing. Just to check on it. Alright, and the battle went okay. Military access from Pomerania. Alright. Let's get extra discipline. That will help out with our battles, which we'll no doubt have to fight a few more of before this war is over. And we've completed the siege. Let's see, Trebizond is mountains. We don't really want to attack them in there. So... oh, the Timurids have troops over here. Kind of gotten used to the idea of them being a non-issue in any of our wars. Let's get more troops down in this area, in case we have to deal with them. We probably are somewhat below our force limit. Not that much, actually. So we could build a few more regiments if we need them, but not that many more. Okay, we can convert Silistria. Let's get it started. I think we'll hire the third military leader that we can support. I suppose we can just go ahead and make a general out of our ruler, actually, as well. He's not very good. We'll just hire another general as well, who is extremely good. Wow. Alright, so we'll appoint him over here. Since this seems the most likely location for the next battle. Or maybe over here seems like the most likely location. Oh, they were actually advancing on there at the time. Well, we'll try and reinforce. I don't know if we're going to get there in time, considering this is a small army, but we did. And we won. and we've been attacked over here too. Let's go and help with that. And we'll check out the situation over here. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Our faith gives us peace and security, so we have no need to oppress others. Even those in the darkest depths of heretical beliefs can see how God encourages the respect of all humankind. Okay, so Burgos gets changed to Catholic for free. Excellent. That is actually really good. Turco-Polish tension. Poland and the Ottoman Empire came into conflict in the 1670s and 80s when the Cossacks in the Polish part of the divided Ukraine submitted to the Ottoman Empire and called for Tatar aid against Poland. Victories won by Hetman Jan Sobieski only temporarily forestalled the threat, and in 1672 the Commonwealth faced a major invasion by the Ottoman Empire. The fall of the key border fortress, Kamieniec Podolski, sorry about my pronunciation by the way, was followed by the humiliating Peace of Bukach. In 1983, Sobieski, probably, led a relief army to Vienna, besieged by the Ottomans, and as supreme commander of the Allied forces won a resounding victory that marked the beginning of Ottoman withdrawal from Europe. Wow, okay, so we gain 1700 manpower and a claim on Constantinople. That is pretty good. Does that mean we can actually take Constantinople in this war? Even though it's their capital? I'm not entirely sure how that works, but we'll see, I suppose. We have the walls breached and are in the process of sieging it, so we'll let that continue. To 28. Still have a few Timurid armies over here. They're not really doing anything other than sieging Georgia, which is okay. Let's actually... No, we'll move you all the way here. We won the Siege of Sofia. Transylvania is taking care of that little Ottoman army. We should be able to complete our siege on Constantinople at some point. So really I just want to take out this army. It seems like they've actually moved their leader from there. I could have sworn they had a leader there a second ago. That being the case, I might want to actually attack them. No, it's still probably a bad idea to attack them into the mountains. We'll just let them attack us if they feel like it. And I'll get a leader appointed over here, even though he's not great, in case that Timurid stack tries anything. So they're probably going to siege Trebizond, but that's okay. And we've won the Siege of Constantinople. So do we have the option to demand it in a peace deal? I guess we don't. That's okay then. I guess we could potentially isolate it in this war, because we have a claim here, and we're going to take Edirne anyway. So then we can take it in the next war. How long does our claim last for? 1662, so definitely long enough for us to take it in a subsequent war. If they complete their siege of Trebizond and move into Guria, I will attack them there, because it's just hills. And we can reinforce with our other armies. Oman tells us of the end of internal conflicts. How nice for them. I'll move this army here to start sieging here. We can bring that one over there. Oh, they have a 31 stack over here too. Looks like Transylvania is going to have a bad time, but I don't think I can get an army over there to reinforce them in time to make a difference. Let's see if they head over and attack my 4 stack here. If they do, I will happily reinforce. That is kind of bad though. There's not going to be any terrain penalty, then they'll ignore the river crossing because they have a high maneuver general. If we can get this stack into the hills here first, that might be a better way to take this battle. We'll get there on the 7th, which is the same time as them. So if we force march, we should be able to get there. Though they probably will stop coming at this point. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We can invest in military technology. Let's do it. More cavalry shock. And we can get a new admin idea. Minus 10 years of nationalism. That seems useful. If we ever plan on conquering any more territory, which, spoiler alert, we do. Looks like we've lost their army from over here. Who knows where that went? Should be able to take this 7 stack easily, though. And I think we should go ahead and fight this Timurid army. There in the mountains, there's a river crossing, but we'll ignore the river crossing. We have a much better general. And I'm assuming we have much better military tech. So let's go for it. That went totally fine. Oh, okay, and we have taken this battle here, which I was not really prepared for. Alright, well, let's get our reinforcements in as quickly as possible. Didn't get there in time. This is plains though, so attacking them is only going to give us the river crossing and no other penalty, which is acceptable. Though that was more costly than I would have liked. We'll turn off forced march to let them regain morale. And let's fight this army now. And if you can wipe out this tiny Timurid army, that would be great too. You didn't get there in time. That's okay. Georgia can hopefully take care of its own siege provinces now. People sampling new religions. Our policy of encouraging innovation and free thinking has led to our people taking a more relaxed attitude to the state religion. We can get heresy in Pereyaslav until February 1648, giving us unrest and all sorts of other bad effects, or we can get increased narrow-minded, giving us better missionary strength. I think we'll take the missionary strength. Okay. So I'm just going to leave this whole stack here to siege, even though it's going to be suffering 1% attrition. Just because I don't want to get another smaller stack attacked again. And this way we can completely block the straits. And Novgorod's still having those rebels up there. And Austria is actually not helping us much at all, or even at all, since they're apparently involved in some other war. Let's see, attacker against Saxony in the Würzburgian Purge of Saxon Heresy. Okay. Fair enough. Hopefully they finish with that soon and actually come help us, though. We are doing just fine without them, I think. So So the main Ottoman army is over here. They're taking back, or trying to take back this land, but I don't really feel like attacking them with their 3-star general in the mountains if I can possibly help it. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if we can maybe reinforce a defensive battle there or something. This 5-stack here, though, is much more of an attractive target. I'll leave the strait undefended for a minute and just try and catch a few of these armies. Well, we didn't catch those, but we should be able to catch this 5-stack. And then we can head back into Constantinople. And hopefully catch another army. And then just leave them there for the moment. But we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to continue this war next time. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.